What's up, everyone? Welcome to Lithuania. We have a game between the Maltese and the British today on a very unique looking map. Not skin, but the grass looks a little bit abnormal for Lithuania. I feel like usually it's not snowy, but today we do have a snowy map. And let's take a look at our players here. We have what appears to be an Asian British player. I don't know how to read that name, don't know who this player is, but he is opening with a trade post. Let's see if he's picked. He has yet to pick his deck, and lots of decks for him to choose from, so we'll have to wait a little bit on that. Looks like he gathered just enough for a manor house, so he's going to open up with a manor house and a trade post, potential GMT opening maybe. And let's look at Midnight. He is a Maltese player, opening up with a market and no trade post, it looks like. Picking up a food treasure here. He's got 200 wood. May have done a little bit of a selling of food and buying of wood to get that. But it looks like he could have just gathered a little bit of wood for the house. But he'll be able to use that later on for probably a German tongue or a trade post, so we'll have to see. And picking up another 45 XP treasure, so a couple treasures coming in pretty quick for him. First shipment coming in, that's going to be 3 settlers for the Maltese player and 3 settlers coming in for the British player right now as well. Picking up, looks like 100 XP treasure, soon to be picking that up. And some good herding as well, all the deer very close. Let's see, he has his deck picked now. Okay, so we have Virginia Company. No GMT. That's interesting, but we do see a church card as well, and lots of Age 4 cards, longbow, and this is such a good card, the Guard Pikeman. That gives you 17 pikes. Immediately researches Veteran Pikeman and Guard Pikeman, and allows you to get Imperial Pikemen for 75% cheaper. I think you probably need to be in Imperial to get that tech, though. I don't think you're able to get that in the 4th age. So incoming is Virginia Company. So the trade post, that 100 XP treasure, allowing for a very early Virginia Company. Let's see if maybe he's going to go up with 16 Vil. When you make 2 manors, that's a 17 Vil age up, so that's pretty standard, not any earlier. And does have a little bit of idle time because he had the chop for that. So, but he'll be up pretty quick regardless. And Midnight over here is already aging up, picking up another food treasure. And looks like he has switched everybody over to wood and most likely going to go for a German tongue. But did just spend some wood. Looks like he's going for a trade post for now. And still has 14 Vils on wood. He is getting gang saw and herding in this nearby hunt, so it does look like he's still going to go German tongue, even with that trade post. So, I mean, a lot of times you will see Maltese open with a house, a market, and a TP, but they do age a little bit later because of that. So it looks like this Maltese player is going for a bit of an earlier age up, still trying to get that trifecta of the house, market, and trade post in age 1. That this TP is quite a bit later, but still does have it. And has the shipment available for German tongue. Picking up another 75 food. Very, very useful treasures coming in. There are a lot of small treasures on this map, so that is pretty common. So German tongue, yep, it's already trying to be queued up, and there it is coming in. And switching over lots of villagers now. Everybody off of wood onto food and coin. And queuing up villagers, so looks pretty smooth there. 400 wood age up. Let's see what our British player, actually aging before Brit is pretty wild. Those are around a 410 age up for Maltese, and the British player just going to be a little bit behind there, about 420 age up. That is the tower and 200 coin. What will be his first shipment? We'll see 700 wood. Remember, he did send Virginia Company, but only at 50 manor pops so far. Let's take a look at his line of sight. We have a few manors. Okay, now he's really spreading them out, getting a nice spread vision, and the outpost in the middle is going to help out a lot too. He's going to see everything coming into his base and around these corners. So nothing going to be sneaky for the Maltese player. So Brit going very greedy. And Maltese, they went, yes, German tongue and 700 wood coming in. An Order Hussar is in queue, while there's a lot of villagers and settler wagons on coin right now. Does he have any, let's see what upgrades. So just hunting dogs, no steel traps as of yet. A house going down, and it looks like he's going to be trying to get some raids done, which could be pretty effective. Let's take Fog of War off now. Well, you know, it could be effective against Virginia Company, but at the same time, there's so much vision for the British player that it's going to be really quite difficult to get much done here. So 700 wood coming in. Let's see what happens with this. Is he going to stay age 2? Could use that for settler wagons, maybe another trade post. And he does get 5 Hussar, so they're heading straight across the map. And yes, you do see a settler wagon coming in queue very quickly, and hopefully a villager as well. Hopefully he doesn't forget. Okay, there we go. Heading over to the British base, he does spot these 5 Hussar very early too because of the outpost, so that gave him tons of vision. Villagers are now running from this mine over here and scattering a bit. A kind of emergency barracks, it looks like, going down. Minutemen being called. We have lots of upgrades coming in. Placer mines just finished. Steel traps coming in and great coats as well. Villagers getting caught here. At least one going down. Minutemen are helping protect, but they're not going to be able to save 2 of the vills. 1 Hussar pulled back, but is not going to make it. Oh, and only 2 vills go down, so not terribly bad. It looks like he might actually kill... Is that 5 Hussar? Oh, no, 1 was split off to get that Explorer. So, I mean, you lose 2 vills, you call Minutemen, but you're killing 3 or 4 Order Hussar, so that's not a cheap lot. Oh, but this Hussar split off to get a Vill? No, I don't. Oh, pikes are about to pop. Oh, that Vill was so close, and Great Coat's coming in is going to help him last for the next push or next raid as well. So a house had to be canceled or at least stopped there. Villagers are back to work though. What did he ship? 700 wood, 700 coin, and now 4 vills is coming in for Brit. Looks like they're just making the pike, no musketeers. So they want. This looks like he wants to go definitely to the next stage. Ooh, he canceled the 4 vills and is now sending the Glorious Revolution church card. So it looks like he's pretty confident he's gonna be able to get up to the next stage very quickly, and probably gonna go for a Falcon Net and Black Watch push is my expectations here. Over here on the side of the Maltese, how many settler wagons does he have? 6 of 6, so all of them are made from that commandery. Steel traps now coming in a little bit late. Hospitality coming in, that's going to be a faster age up when he does choose to age up. Crossbow coming in to try to take these pikes out and maybe put some pressure on the hunt. Is that a second batch of crossbow as well? So let's see what he sent. 700 wood was the first age 2 shipment. It looks like Wignacourt's constructions came in after that, and then hospitality. So he's looking to age up as well. And lots of upgrades came in for him. So that is a pretty strong Maltese economy at this point. The Explorer is snaring. And just now, well, I guess that manor house did give some vision. But 1 pike goes down. But they are retreating. And it looks like Brit's going to be up pretty soon. I mean, it is a slow age up. So, and the Bishop, that I believe is the TC wagon. So not going for the standard 7 longbow. These crossbow are making their way around the back of the base, causing some idle villager times and walking time. Doing a little bit of, I guess, damage in that way, but not killing anything just yet. Rogers Rangers is coming from the Glorious Revolution. Actually pretty useful. You don't usually see that too often, but in this case it can be quite useful with these pike and minutemen. Really going to be able to fend off these crossbow. And they have extra range, yeah, 18 range. So they're going to do a pretty good job, I think, here of getting these crossbow taken care of. Vill's back to work, but bunched up quite a bit. Not very efficient. But the micro is very nice. Pikemen in cover mode to tank these crossbow shots. So the Rangers are getting the damage done, taking out most of the crossbow, about half the crossbow so far. I guess that's not most. But yeah, taking a chunk out of the food for Brit. So looks like he probably still will get the Black Watch pretty quickly, because you need 1,000 food for that. He's at 900. Yeah, he'll get that right off the bat, right on the age up, and probably with again 2 Falcons is my guess. But wait a minute, oh, Maltese is already up to the next age. Their mine did just run out. So let's see. They didn't send anything yet, but getting veteran crossbow at a discounted rate because of that hospitality card reduces the upgrades from your barracks, from your hospitals, I should say. And an artillery foundry. Okay, so crossbows. Oh, they're going back in right here, and we have. Okay, where did town center wagon over on this hunt over here? Brits is sending 1K coins, and look at this food count. Okay, so Blackwatch is not coming, at least not for now. So looks like he's, I mean, it's very clear at this point he's going industrial, and it's only 10 minutes 35 seconds trying to clean up these veteran crossbow. That pikeman does finally go down. Rogers, or the Rangers, I keep calling them Rogers Rangers, but they are taking care of those crossbow as well. And yeah, wow, British is going to be up to industrial in no time. He could train a villager from, oh, that's not completed yet, but a little bit of idle TC time. But he does want to get up as soon as possible. And he's got pretty close to a shipment, so he will be having, well, whatever he wants to send as his first H4 card. Amalgamation coming in now. So these villagers are going to be gathering quite efficiently. Only 36 vills, though. Let's take a look at Maltese. Oh, he's got a second town center. And putting down a third town center as well. That makes me think, yes, this, I don't know how to say this. Viterosa? I don't know. I'm going to go with that. Pronunciation is obviously my strong suit, but this is going to make, it arrives fast. It makes town centers cheaper, and it makes settlers cheaper. So they're only 50 food after that. I don't know if he aged. I didn't catch if it was 8 crossbow or the TC wagon. I'm thinking it's probably the TC wagon because I don't know if you could build one. Well, you could build with villagers, but who knows? But either way, villagers are costing 50 food at this point, so very nice boost for the Maltese economy. And he does have a culverin, so he was definitely, wow, this is actually not good for Malta here. Expecting that Black Watch FF push with the Falcons, and nothing like that coming. So that's going to be kind of a wasted culverin for now, just kind of on the defense, waiting for some pressure. And these villagers are gathering at 0.8 wood per second, so that has to be the second upgrade. Log, is it log flume? I think that's the name of it. But I have to assume that is in. That is quite a high gather rate. It does have the influence from the town center with the Wignacourt constructions, home city cards. So very efficient gathering on wood there. On berries as well, but there is still some hunt, so could make that a little bit more efficient. And this card is nice. Steel bolts giving more range for the crossbow, and extra bonus damage against heavy infantry, and also can use their siege attack and damage from a longer range. So 18 range on that siege, which is pretty cool. It's quite useful too. You can avoid getting trapped a little bit, and I think it's got some usefulness to it. But let's take a look at our British player. Looks like, okay, I didn't see this, but what did he age up to? Age 4. That had to be 1,000 coin, and I'm just gonna have to guess, and I can pretty much guarantee he got mercantilism from that, because he has 2 shipments and almost a third one available right now. So definitely went for mercantilism, and getting 1 factory down already, a second one on the way, and then 3 rockets. So this is quite a lot of high value shipments coming in very quickly. Manor houses are not fully boomed, not even close. This is just a 15th house, so he still has 5 more at a discounted rate that he can make. So didn't fully utilize that Virginia Company card, but it doesn't really matter. Right now he's got 47 bills, and he's got a few more houses to build, which he's doing right now. He's got excess coin, 2,000 of it. Is he aiming for? Okay, Queen's Rangers. That is, it looks like to be a 2,000 coin tech from Glorious Revolution. Some Order Dragoons coming in for a raid here. Looks like the Explorer is heading over that way. And where do we have? Okay, 35 veteran Rangers coming in from that tech from the church. And the 3 rockets, and the push is on. And we have 17 guard pikes coming in as well. The factories are, at least one of them is going to be researching mass production and producing rockets, the other one on coin for the moment. We'll see if that's changed. I would think when you get that tech, probably want to put both on. But what do we have? What can Maltese do here? He's got one culverin going in, but it's totally unprotected. We have some crossbows, some dragoons, another culverin actually. So a culverin flank here. One shot on the rocket, but it's going to go down pretty quick when all these rangers go in for the kill. But we do have a shot over here. So from this vision of the British player, he's kind of trapped. Not trapped, but like, I mean, one goes down with the goons going in. This is British player kind of unsure what to do or where to target right here. Takes down the one culverin on the right side, but there is one on the left. A double shot taking out 2 rockets, and that is massive. These crossbow are pretty strong at this point. 136 HP, 19 attack with 18 range. So they're not too far up. Probably, they might even be better than these rangers. And guard pike are going in though. These guys do have lots of HP, 180. But I think Malta is going to be able to hold here. But look at this. More rangers in production and more rockets on the way. Both factories now on producing the rockets. And the rangers are, well, there's another commandery going up, so some defensive buildings, some extra, and a huge batch of order hussars straight on the rangers. The pike, there are still 11 guard pikes, so they're going to get back in position in time. So the rangers are saved a little bit, but they are dwindling quite quickly in numbers. And we have a big longbow shipment coming in, 20 of them right now. So reinforcements are definitely coming for the British player. And I heard a stable go up. Looks like Hussar are in queue for him as well. He's at 63 villagers right now. 20 veteran longbows. So a bit of a cleanup. A really good defense by the Maltese player. But Brit is, he's got some reinforcements. So I think he's going to be okay here. Should be some rockets on the way. Yeah, 2 of them are coming. And I think he can get guard ranger. That would be a great tech. But whoa, okay. More crossbows, a couple falcons. Maltese, more Hussar as well. This is looking really good for the Maltese player, but the rockets are here. Let's see what they can do. And we have a double batch of guard pikes. So one falconet goes down immediately. Ooh, the pikes need to get on these Huss. A rocket goes down. 1-to-1 for the falconet and rocket count right now. But there goes that falcon. Oh man, they get wrecked by these rockets so quickly. So now it's flipping again. Guard pikemen and regular H2 Hussar catching some of these crossbow, but it's like most of the crossbow are going to get out of there safely. Veteran Hussar is coming in though, and there are still a decent amount left. But Order Hussar, what are actually better here? Veteran Hussar have 384, 36, 39, 448. So age 3 Order Hussar definitely better. This is a very, very close fight at this point. Goons coming in as well. Lots of guard pikemen, but crossbow are focusing them down. There is that rocket though that is going to be super devastating to these. Oh yeah, look at that! Wow. But more Order Hussar. Are there any pikes incoming? A couple rockets behind. More longbow from a shipment. These are just really high value shipments coming in, and everything sent in the industrial age for Brits already. Cleanup for Maltese. Is he getting close to? Wow, huge batches gonna be coming in for Brits here. Is he running out of food though? He's got one hunt on the left side here. He needs to claim this one. It does have berries, but wow, these batches are actually insane. And I mean, having rockets being produced are gonna provide lots of value, but he does need to get some mills down or something and get some hunt, whatever he can. But let's take a look at the Maltese player, down quite a bit in score at this point. He's at 73 vills, so yeah, pretty close in eco. But I guess there's some settler wagons there, so you could say that Maltese is slightly ahead. But he doesn't look like he's going to be aging up anytime soon. Let's see what he's got. Some Caçadores now, so he sent the Portuguese tongue shipment, and I guess that will provide some help against pikemen, these guard pike. But yeah, I think he needs to get up. He's also sent 3 cards for crossbowmen and pikemen, additional HP and attack for this one, and then the H2 is individually attack and HP for each archaic unit. So these are some pretty high damage and health crossbow. 167 HP, 24 attack. Compare that to veteran longbow. Veteran longbow of 19 attack and 115 HP. Got a Huss right here, but looks like it might get caught. Ooh. Very quick reaction time by the British player, but he does get snared. By, looks like this pathing is causing an issue, so he's going to be able to get out of there. And rendezvousing with the guard pikeman, and holy cow, how many rockets do we have now? We have 5 rockets here and more on the way. This is, yeah, I think Red is going to get out of here and live to fight another day. But this town center likely going down. Ooh, almost got caught there. You got to be very careful. Trying to get some picks with the goons, I would assume. Not quite taking out that veteran Hussar. Town center is going to go down super quickly with all these guard pike, and they have 48 siege damage and 5 rockets. That's not going to last very long. Ooh, a rocket coming through, but it looks like it's going to get caught out in the middle nowhere, maybe? Guard pike, 8 of them on the way, but... oh, no! Okay, the rocket does go down, but it looks like we're going to have a huge fight here in just a moment. 77... we got Cav Combat coming in for Brit, too. One Culverin, it does get a good shot on the rockets, but there's just so many rockets. Is it going to matter? One rocket does go down. The Culverin is getting some good value here. But this is, I don't know, man. You gotta... but this Culverin is very well protected now that I think about it. It's going to be tough to get in position to take that out. Oh, the rocket's just going straight up to it and smashing it. So that was pretty quickly. But these Hussar, Order Hussar on the front line are really doing some damage. They're going to get straight onto the rockets. And still a big back line for Maltese with these crossbow and Castadors. Let's see, do the Castadors, they do not have counter infantry rifling on them. Another rocket finding its way. So there's 4 rockets. I actually can't believe those Hussar are all dead. And there's still 5 rockets here. This is insane. Falk is down. So now it's just 4 rockets against Castador and crossbow. More Hussar are making their way, however. Same for British still, and he now has King's Lifeguard Hussar with almost 600 HP and 52 attack. That is ridiculous. Significantly better than the Maltese Hussar at this point. I don't know if looks like Trip to Jerusalem just came in for Maltese. It's a nice age 2 card, gives good value, but 5 Culverins in queue. That's exactly what he needs. And these estates are kind of on the front line, not in great position. Hussar getting out of the Castador. Guard Pike getting in here as well. Where are the... we have the artillery foundry here, and 5 Culverins going to be coming out very shortly. And I think they're going to be in time, but it is a little bit scary. They're going to be just in time. They're going to take out these rockets pretty quickly. One goes down immediately. Looks like, I don't know what happened, but maybe poor micro or misfire. Split micro there, taking out 1 more rocket and damaging 2 other ones. But the front line of Maltese is down. We do have more goons coming in. All these rockets are going down, though, so really good trades for these Culverins at this point. But will he be able to hold? I think he will. I think there's enough crossbow and Castadors here to hold these guard pikemen. More rockets, but they're not going to be super effective at this point with all these Culverins. So eco is not looking great for Maltese. He's still in age 3. He does have 1 mil, 2 mil, actually 3 mils. Sea drill coming in. That's quite late. He needs to really transition to food. I don't know, man. It's kind of eco's all over the place. He's at 97 vills though. Getting some good picks on these pikemen, and it looks like this rocket might go down. Yes, it will. Culverins are in range and taking it out shortly. There it is. 5 Falconets now in queue for Maltese. What is the British player up to 87 vills? Has he transitioned to farms? He does have 1, 2, and 2 estates going down at the same time. So big transition time for the British player. And he's gathering at 0.65 wood per second. So that is log flume. That is gang saw and log flume for a total of 15%, I believe. Maybe you might even have the next upgrade. I'm not exactly sure. Because you start at 0.5, get to 0.55 with Gang Saw. I think that's just Log Boom on top of Gang Saw. Alright, so more rockets coming. The Falconets are pushing, and wow, look at the amount of artillery here. But oh, this positioning is terrible. The Hussar getting directly on all the artillery. Not much anti-cav. And matter of fact, all the Dragoons are done already. Rockets are pretty much taken care of. But all these Culverins, the high value, the cost, they're all down, and the Hussar are still alive. Looks like there's three Falconets stuck in this little gap here, and actually providing lots of value. One went down, two still remaining. And I think these crossbow and Falcons are actually going to be able to take out these these Lifeguard Hussar, King's Lifeguard Hussar. Actually insane. A rocket coming in, looks like it's going to probably clean up these Falconets pretty quickly, and looks like both players just trade. Not much left, although there are some low HP Hussar. And 5 Hussar. Now that's a pretty good value shipment at this point with all these upgrades. You have Cav Combat, Cav Hit Points. I would assume he's got the Cavalry upgrade from the Arsenal as well. Ooh, but Goons, the direct counter to all these units right here. Getting some good value. The Guard Pikemen are going to force them back for the moment, though. More rockets in queue. Do we have... looks like the British player just ignored getting Artificial Fertilizer. Gonna need that. Does he have... He does not have refrigeration, which is a good card for switching the mills. But man, these Goons are getting some good value, taking out a rocket, and looks like Maltese is switching to Pike, veteran pikemen. A huge batch, 25 of them, and these guys, they're not guard like the British ones, but they do have lots of HP due to the Maltese bonus, where you get 2% HP on all your units for each shipment sent, and he sent quite a few at this point in the game. So 228 HP, that is a lot for a pikeman, and tons more in queue. He's at 105 vills. Finally got his eco set up, 56 on food, tons of mills, and just a massive economy. But we have lots of Rangers popping out for the British player to defend this pure anti-cav composition. A rocket is unprotected though, and probably will go down. But for what cost? I mean, all these pike and Goons are going down to these Rangers. I really think he should... Oh, and he's getting counter-infantry rifling now. So that's a very good tech for Brits at this point. Not usually something you see Brits getting, but in this weird game where Rangers are very prevalent, it's a very, very useful tech, especially since Maltese just switched into this Vet Pike. So let's compare the stats. 192 HP for the Brit Guard Pikes, 12 attack. And wow, they're the same attack, and these are only veteran. And these Guard Pike have less HP than these veteran Pike. That is the Civ bonus of Maltese. And it looks like Malta is going to be having a great push here. I don't know if Brits is going to be able to defend this. Vills are starting to go down. We're at 96 still for Brits, though, so not bad at all. But flood of pikemen coming in. And houses, barracks are being sieged down. Musketeers are on the way. That would be a good counter. More Guard Pike for Brits. I think he needs to do something else because they just flat out lose to these veteran Pike. However, rockets are coming in, so that's going to provide a nice back line. Some pikemen being split off to go onto these estates where there is already an Order Hussar taking out Vills. Regular Age 2 Musketeers making their way in to try to deflect these raids, these pikeman raids. Speaking of deflecting, up the middle, looks like Maltese is forced back. And looks like this raid is going to be deflected pretty soon as well. Another raid, though, pikeman raid on the left side, down to 88 vills for British. The factories have been targeted, but yeah, that is definitely not going to go down at this point. Pikemen are trying to sneak around the back, though. And a huge pikeman raid going over to the second town center of Brits here. And it looks like Maltese has finally made it up to industrial, aged up with a fort wagon, and 2 forts are on the way. More falconets in queue and guard pikemen as well. These guys are going to be super strong when that comes in. And homesteading coming in for the estates. That's going to give a nice boost to the gather rate, which is currently at 0.55, pretty low, but you need to have some type of income in coin. And looks like these there's just a numbers advantage here, so red has to retreat from there. More rockets trying to make their way out, but he is pop capped at 180. The houses did go down. Brit really did rebuild his military quite quickly, but is currently popped. He needs to put those up very quickly. And looks like a huge mass of pikes coming in, but we do have guard versus guard now, so 70 more HP for the Maltese pikemen and 2 more attack. These falconets getting massive shots off here right into the pond. Look at all these bodies of these British guard pikes going flying into the pond from the fort and the falconets. Rocket coming straight in here. It looks like maybe Brits is going to be able to continue this push, but in the meantime, we have a huge raid, a estate and mill raid taking out the infrastructure for Brits. I think that's the right decision. Brits is probably going to win the frontline fight, but not going to be able to push into this fort. And there's actually a second fort here. It's not completed. It just finished right now, so going to be able to defend that quite easily. But some real damage. Both estates going down for Brits, and they have currently 0 gold income. Some pikes are sneaking over to the factories. How about what? They have 57 siege, so that is very, very high siege damage, and that factory is going down pretty quickly. I don't know. He should be able to save this. Yeah. Lots of, and a rocket popping out. He's going to be able to save that factory for sure. But we do have a little bit of a raid on the estates of Maltese, but that'll be deflected. And so the factory is safe. Wow, that got really, really low. Down under 1400 HP from just about like 10 pikemen. So if Maltese can maybe sneak some pike around here, he's got the vision. He knows there's no wall. He can potentially get through and take that out. That would be a massive blow, especially because Maltese doesn't have access to 2 factories. They only have the 1 here, and he has already sent that. It's a little bit close to the front of the battlefield for my liking, but he is getting the upgrade for more quicker coin income. So, and advanced arsenal coming in, switching back to Cassadors, maybe going for a Cassador and guard pikeman composition, which would be very nice. And he does have that 3 times multiplier now from counter infantry rifling on those Cassadors, so it's going to be very nice and effective. Looks like he's going for a native post as well. This fort looking like it's getting an upgrade. Looks like it already has the HP upgrade. This must be the attack upgrade. But boy, we have a lot of artillery focusing this and a lot of guard pikes, so this is going to go down very slowly, but we have a huge raid. I do hear some veteran rangers getting their attacks off on these pikemen, but a lot of them sneaking by, and that factory was not repaired, so it is going to go down. And we have military drummers coming in for Maltese as well, so these pikemen will get even fat. Okay, that was like a bug or something. Real quick, it said like 6.8 speed, but the first factory does go down. The second one under siege now. These pikemen are a bit faster at 5.5 speed. Will they be able to get this second one down? There's still 11 of them. I think it's going down. It is going down. The second factory is down for British. He's getting his upgrades from the estate now, but the economy has been damaged. Wait a minute, we have a huge fight over here as well. The fort went down and Brits kept pushing in. Looks like it's getting some Vil kills here, but being surrounded by quite a bit of units, and the rockets are about to go down, so Cassadors will clean this up very quickly with the guard pikes on the front of that formation. 97 Vils for Maltese, 93 for Brits, so it's actually quite close. However, there is that factory for Maltese who don't often have that advantage, but do at this point in time. And we have... I wonder if that's an HP upgrade for the Rangers. Looks like it was not, actually. That's just going to be for Musketeers. Oh, yeah, musket infantry. Yeah, okay. That's a bit unfortunate. I thought maybe that would affect the Rangers. He really needs. You got to be able to get that Okay, Guard Rangers is coming in now. Finally, it's taken so long. He made so many of them, and they're actually, I think, pretty good units. I thought, oh, you know, he needs, oh, he doesn't have it in his deck, but they can get longer range, 22 range. Oh my gosh. These field guns with massive hits on the Rangers. And the rockets go down. Oh no, what are they doing? Oh, another massive hit. Oh my gosh, these Rangers cannot deal with these field guns. What are they doing? Don't do it again. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay, and that's because he is resigning here. He's giving up with the GG. Wow, that is a how many Falconet switch? 7 field gun switch. That, yeah, oftentimes if that happens, you will see a GG following that closely behind. Look at this economy for Maltese. This is absolutely insane. Almost 2,000 of every resource, and just pumping units at this point. 7 field guns. Guard, I guess this would be Guard Castador, yeah. Guard Castador and Guard Pikemen. So an unusual composition for Maltese, but man, these pikemen are getting close to 300 HP. That's so insane. But I wanted to say that Brits could have sent a Yeoman. If he had it in Deckham, that would give 4 more range for these Guard Rangers, which would make it very interesting to kite pretty much every unit in the game that's not artillery. So does finally get Guard Ranger late in the game, giving him a little bit more HP and attack. 28 attack is quite good. See how it compares to a Castador. It's even more than a Castador. So, and 35% range resist for these Rangers. So, very strong units, but unfortunately didn't get that guard upgrade early enough. Lost the factories to some wild pikeman raids that earlier hit some estates. And yeah, that was just a crazy back and forth game. Lots of artillery, lots of rockets. There was some really good pushes by the British player, especially at this top side and then into the estates here earlier in the game, where those, you know, it was those 5 culverins that popped out from the artillery foundry that really saved it, because it was looking kind of bad there, especially when those lifeguard hussars started coming in for with reinforcements. But yeah, that was quite exciting. The British fast industrial, I mean, he got the mercantilism, 2 factories, and then rockets, and then the Rangers coming out with the glorious revolution, and then adding in guard pike. So a really good composition early. I think those 2 culverins that were split, one on this side and one on this top side here, kind of just gave a little bit of confusion to the British player, and he didn't know where to focus, and ended up losing those rockets pretty quickly. And Maltese was able to defend with crossbow in between these commanderies. Took him quite a while to get up to industrial, but once he did, got the forts established and was able to just upgrade his units. And a very interesting switch to guard pike. Both players making guard pike at some point in this game. So those units proved to be pretty useful, pretty strong. So hope you guys enjoy this game. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.